Hi, I'm Kimberly Montgomery, and I'm a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner in Whitefish, Montana. And I'm currently specializing in connecting my clients with loved ones that they have on the other side. And in today's video, I'm working with a client who's looking to connect with her son on the other side. And I think you're really going to love it. It's a fabulous session, and the client is able to go into some past lifetimes and get some clarity on what her life lessons and missions are, and to actually see some different incarnations with her son. And then towards the end of the session, her son comes in a very big way, and we're able to get some wonderful answers to some questions that my client had about their lifetime in this particular incarnation. So I think you're really going to enjoy it, and let's get going and see what happens. Tell me more.
I don't necessarily see many people around me. I feel like I don't know if I'm on a boat looking at the water. That's kind of what I almost feel the motion.
Mm-hmm. And does this water feel like the ocean, or does this water feel like a lake?
Probably a lake. It's just a gentle motion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not rough.
Mm-hmm. I want you to turn your head and look around you and tell me what you see.
I'm on a boat, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody. And I don't see any land.
And is this boat moving slow, or is this boat moving fast?
Slow.
And look in the direction that this boat is heading and tell me what you see.
I see like kind of a shoreline with
Mm-hmm.
rocks.
Mm-hmm. And how far away is that shoreline? Is it in the distance, or is it coming closer?
It's in the distance.
Okay. All right. I want you to take a second and look down at your feet and your body and tell me, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a long dress
Mm-hmm.
that goes to my feet, and
Mm-hmm.
the dress has long sleeves. And I'm wearing, looks like, I guess, some type of boots.
Mm-hmm. Now, do these boots have buttons, or do they have a zipper?
They have buttons.
Okay. All right. And can you take a look at your face and your hair and describe what your body looks like?
I have long hair, but it's um, fastened up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like a brown or a red color. I have very fair skin. I'm wearing a hat.
How old are you?
25.
Yeah. And where are you traveling on this boat? What's your destination?
I feel like I'm going, it's like a new destination for me,
Mm-hmm.
um, to see relatives or to meet someone.
Very good. Now I want you to check in with your emotions. Tell me how you're feeling.
I'm feeling brave and adventurous, um, a lot of anticipation.
Very good. Okay, now I want you to rise up above that body and drift and float and drift and float. And as that boat lands on the shore, I want you to start walking down the plank of that boat onto the shore with your excitement and your bravery and your anticipation. And I want you to tell me what you see.
There's a lot of people, kind of like a hustle and bustle of activity. I feel like I'm looking for someone that's looking for me. Like I don't know what they look like or who I'm expecting to meet me,
Mhm.
but it's very busy. Like boats are being unloaded. There's a lot of people, a lot of workmen.
Mhm. Are you carrying luggage?
I just have a small bag with me.
Okay, very good. And as you walk forward and you're looking and you're searching, I want you to move to the point. Oh, there's the person you're going to meet. There they are. I want you to see them now.
It almost seems like a man and a woman. They feel like an aunt and an uncle.
Very good. Tell me more.
They have some kids. Um, I think they have like a wagon. They seem happy to see me.
Are they familiar to you?
Vaguely, like I haven't seen them or at least one of them in a very long time.
Mm-hmm. I want you to right now, I want you to look into your aunt's eyes, deep into her eyes, and tell me, do you know that soul? Is that soul familiar to you?
I almost feel like she's my sister.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now I want you to do the same with your uncle. I want you to look deep into his eyes, those friendly, smiling eyes, and tell me, is that soul familiar to you?
My dad.
Okay, very good. Now, as you hop onto that cart and travel, I want you to float along and watch that traveling. You're all together and move forward and tell me the next important event in that day. Tell me now.
We arrive at their house and it's small and I I remember helping my aunt make dinner and just feeling happy to be a part of the family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what are you making for dinner? Tell me about the menu.
It's like a ham steak
Mm-hmm.
and some potatoes, um, some kind of green and biscuits.
Very good. Now, as you are sitting down for dinner, would you describe the family for me and tell me what the emotion feels like around the family dinner table?
They're all very happy. My uncle is sitting at the head of the table. I almost feel like he's the direct family connection for me. Um, but my aunt is very kind and welcoming, and the kids, there's like three children. They're laughing and teasing each other, and it just feels very happy. They're asking me about my trip over. and maybe sharing some stories of their own travel stories. I just feel very welcome and very much a part of their family.
Very good. Very good. And now I want you to take a deep breath as you sink deeper and deeper. And I want you to drift and float and drift and float to the next most important and relevant day in that lifetime. Be there now.
I feel like I just spend my days either gardening, like growing, tending a vegetable garden,
Mm-hmm.
or doing laundry, helping with laundry.
How old are you now?
I'm probably a year older, 26.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I want you to look around me and see, is there anyone there with you?
My aunt is there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what are you doing together, you and your aunt?
We're picking vegetables out of the garden.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what is the connection you feel with your aunt? What's the emotional connection you feel like?
I feel somewhat of a friendship and a lot of kindness. I feel like they've taken me in,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if I almost feel like something happened to my family.
Okay.
So I just feel grateful that she's been so kind.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel like you no longer have your original family of origin?
Yes,
Okay. And your aunt and uncle have taken you in?
yes.
Very good. Can you tell me what the landscape looks like around you, the type of trees you see, if there's any hills?
There's some trees, but not a lot. And the hills are, there seem to be some flat places, but some rolling hills as well, like off in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It's very pretty place.
What country are you in?
I'm in the United States.
Okay. Do you have any idea what state you're in?
Kansas comes to mind. I don't.
Kansas, very good. You're in Kansas. That's terrific. Okay, now I want you to once again float up as you watch you and your aunt from a little above. And you're floating and drifting and dropping deeper and deeper. And I want you to move ahead to the next most important and relevant day in this lifetime. Important and relevant day. Be there now.
I see myself in a church in in the community where my I live with my aunt and my uncle. But I've met someone and I'm getting married.
Mm. Tell me more.
He's very handsome, and I feel that he truly loves me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to start a new life, but also a little apprehensive to leave what's familiar
Mm-hmm.
behind.
Can you look at the man you're going to marry and describe him physically for me?
He um, is probably about 6 feet tall, very broad shouldered, um, I would say, more of a sturdy build than a slim build. He has dark hair, but it's well groomed. He has big dark eyes and a big friendly smile. He has nice teeth, and I
Yeah.
feel when I look at him, like we connect just by looking at each other.
Mm-hmm. Very good. When you look at him, tell me about the emotions you feel inside your heart.
I feel so much love for him. I feel treasured. I feel safe.
Very good. And now I want you to look up into his eyes, deep into his eyes, and tell me, do you recognize that soul?
I'm almost thinking like it's my son, but I'm not. I feel like it's my son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The love must be overwhelming for you.
It is. I'm like on the verge of tears.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to move forward with the wedding and the people that are celebrating with you. Move forward into the ceremony and feel the love and the joy and the connectedness. And as you all gather together after the wedding, I want you to look around at the people that are there for this joyful event and tell me what you see.
I see everyone laughing and smiling and congratulating us. They all seem genuinely happy for us. Um,
Tell me about the party.
there's dancing and a lot of food and drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just everyone is happy. I'm so happy to know that I'll be spending my life with such a wonderful person, and I feel fortunate to have met him.
Hmm. Very good. Very good. Right now, I want you to rise above the party. And as you look around at all the love and feel the love of your new husband and the joy in your heart, I want you to float up and forward into the very next most important day in this lifetime and in this marriage. The most important and relevant day for the life of Rowan now. Be there now and tell me what you see.
I've just recently had my first child. It's a little girl, and I'm sitting up in bed holding her. She's wrapped in a blanket and she's sleeping. And my husband is there, and he's so happy that both of us are safe and healthy and that we have a baby.
Hmm. Yeah, very good. And look around the home that you're in and describe that home for me.
It's a bigger home than my aunt and uncle. The room I'm in is on a second story. It almost feels like it's more in town than where my aunt and uncle live. Um, it seems to have several rooms. It's very well kept, but very homey. A lot of quilts and um, oil lamps.
Very good. Very good. And how are you feeling emotionally now with the birth of your first daughter?
I feel a little better. It was the wedding part was kind of overwhelming a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel happy and safe and secure.
Very good. Very good. All right. I want you to now feel that love from your daughter and your husband and enjoy that connection and love as you drift and float to the next most important day of this lifetime. And tell me what you see.
I feel like he's leaving. He has to go somewhere. And I'm worried and I'm scared. I don't know if he'll come back.
Mm-hmm. Where
It
is it?
almost seems like it's like to war or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Very good. Okay. Yeah. And what will you do when he is gone?
I'll continue to take care of the house and raise our daughter and help in the town however I can. I don't feel like I'm worried about money or paying for food or anything like that. That doesn't seem to be a concern. So apparently he's provided very well for us.
Mm-hmm. And as he's leaving, I want you to check in with your emotions and tell me, what is he feeling and what are you feeling?
He feels a sense of duty that he has to go, but he really doesn't want to leave us. But he feels that he has no choice.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. I want you to rise above the worry and the sadness and just be an observer as you're watching this couple. And I want you to float forward into your life to when you're an older woman, you're towards the end of your life in this lifetime. Years have gone by, you're older now, and I want you to pick the most relevant time, the most important day, and be there now. Tell me what you see.
My husband and I are sitting in rocking chairs on our porch, and we're both just reminiscing about all of our wonderful years together and our children and how happy we've been and how blessed we are.
Hmm. I want you to check in with your higher self and tell me, what's the lesson of this lifetime that you've lived with this wonderful man and your children?
Love is what's coming to mind.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. And now I want you to move forward to the very last breath of this lifetime. The very last breath, and you'll feel peaceful and at ease, peaceful and at ease. And as you take your last breath of this life filled with love, I want you to look around you and describe what you see.
I'm in a bed and my children are next to me, knowing that my time is coming to an end. they're saying kind, sweet things and reassuring each other, but they know I would not want them to be sad, and they don't want to see me suffer any longer. I just feel so fortunate to have them with me.
Mm-hmm. And is your husband there with you?
No, he's already passed.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And as you take that last breath and exhale out, and you lift up out of your body and back into spirit, I want you to drift and float. And as you release that lifetime, and you're floating and drifting, tell me where you go and what you see. Be there now.
I just see beautiful green trees. They're incredibly vivid green, like a green I've never seen before. And there's just gentle rolling hills and a bright light, almost like the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm on my way somewhere or to something.
And how are you traveling?
I feel like I'm floating.
Mm-hmm. And as you float, I want you to take a second and look down at your body and tell me what you see.
I don't see a body.
Okay. Do you feel like you're pure energy?
Yes.
Okay. And as you float, tell me what you feel like. What's your emotional?
I feel very happy, um, just full of love and just a yearning.
What are you yearning for?
It's like to go back, I guess,
Go back where?
home.
Home. And tell me, where is home?
It's with like my spirit family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as you're drifting and floating, I want you to travel and travel until you can see your spirit family come into view. There they are. Tell me who they are and what you see.
They were with my husband in my past life, my father and my mother
Mm-hmm.
and my brothers and my sister. I'm just so happy to be with them again.
And how do they greet you?
They're very, very happy. They're smiling and shouting and like welcoming me back.
Mm-hmm. And is Joseph there as well?
Yes, he's there.
Very good. Lovely. Tell me what you're feeling emotionally right now. Can you describe it for me?
It just feels overwhelming, just the happiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like pure joy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to connect with the higher self of Roanne now that she's back with her spirit family and connecting with that greater part of herself. Is that something we can do now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And I'd like to check in with your mother and tell me, what message does your mother have for Roanne in this lifetime?
I miss you. And I love you so much.
And what wisdom would Luann's mother like to share with her?
That sometimes life can be very hard, but if you persevere, that you will have, I guess, times of your life that you enjoy and that are pleasant, but don't give up.
Oh, very good. Very good. Now, can we connect with Luann's father? Is he available to talk with us?
Yes.
What wisdom would he like to share with Luann in this lifetime?
To always be kind and keep kindness in your heart.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And I want you to take a moment now and breathe deeply in and out, and just feel the connection and love with your soul group, with all those souls that are so connected with you and have such deep, deep love for you and nurturing and caring. And I'd like to ask Joseph now to step forward and tell us how his life is now in spirit. Is he happy?
Yes, he's very happy.
Okay. And Joseph, what are you working on the other side?
I'm working on raising my energy and helping people,
Okay.
both here in the spirit form and on earth.
Okay. Tell me, how are you working on raising your energy, Joseph?
By learning.
Learning. And what are you learning?
I'm learning about learning lessons when you're in physical form
Mm-hmm.
and how that helps raise your energy and why spirits inhabit a physical body to learn lessons.
Mm-hmm. And
So that
what was the main lesson of your lifetime, this past lifetime, Joseph? What was the main lesson that you were here to learn?
I feel like it was to be a good friend and how to deal with struggles like mental health struggles.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. That sounds like a challenging set of lessons. Do you feel like you accomplished your lessons in this lifetime?
I did. I felt it was a really hard, long lesson, but I was able to accomplish so much before I left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you said you're helping others now in spirit and in incarnated form. Tell us how you're doing that, Joseph. What types of things are you doing?
I look out after them, and depending on certain situations, I will kind of guide them by putting maybe thoughts into their head or to slow them down so that they can become aware of the decision they're making and the consequence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making the decisions for them, but I'm trying to guide them to help them
Mm-hmm.
learn the lessons they're here to learn.
Mm-hmm. Is that a satisfying thing for you? Do you enjoy it?
Oh, very much.
Mm-hmm.
I love helping people. I love helping spirit.
And are you around your mother much?
Yeah, I'm around her a lot.
Yeah. Tell me what types of things that you help her with throughout the day. How can she know that you're there or sense your presence?
Well, I try to merge our energy so she can feel me. I go to work with her a lot. She has a lot of stress at work. Sometimes when she's working for a judge, it's very negative. I'll stand between her and the judge and block his negativity from her, and I put what she thinks is my hands on her shoulders, and so she knows I'm there. Or sometimes I make her feel like I'm patting her on the head, and she feels a tingly feeling, so she knows I'm there.
Oh, that's so nice.
Um, I wake her up at night too,
You
and
do. And why do you do that?
because I used to do it when I was with her. I
Mhm.
woke her up all the time.
Mhm.
I would wake her up if I needed to talk or needed to borrow money or to make her eat something that I bought that I thought tasted really good.
Mhm. Yeah. There's a lot of love between you two.
I love her so much. She's the best mom ever.
Joseph, could I ask you now to bring your energy in stronger, blend with your mother, and really pump it up so that she can feel that resonance and just lock into that vibration that is you so she can more clearly feel you throughout every day? Pump it up. Thank you. Your mother would like to know how many lifetimes the two of you have shared. Can you tell us that?
Oh, there's been a lot, probably 25 or so.
Okay, very good. In this lifetime that you just shared together, when you left, was that an exit point? Had you intended to live a shorter life in this incarnation?
Yes, my life was only supposed to be a short period of time.
And why was that?
It was for many people in the family to help them learn lessons they're here to learn.
Oh, okay. Very good. And do you feel like that your leaving when you did has helped them learn the things they wanted to come in and learn?
Yes,
Okay. All right. So are you now working or acting as a spirit guide for your mother?
yes,
Okay. All right. And is this something that you and she had agreed on prior to this lifetime?
yes. I
Okay.
told her that I would guide her and look out for her after I departed.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing a wonderful job. You certainly can feel the love. Very good. And how will you be helping your mom during the days to come so that she can know it's you and feel comfortable that she's following your signs? Can you give her any specific clues or guidelines? You know, we're so human here, we need specifics. So, what can you share with us?
Well, she'll feel me when I'm around her.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if she just will accept, I know she can hear my voice, but I think she doubts herself or she thinks beyond what she initially hears. I know a couple times I've been able give messages to her, and she's heard me, but other times it's like she discounts it as if it couldn't be.
Okay.
So I want to try to do that for her more, and for her to know
Okay.
that that's my voice, and that's I'm helping her, giving her guidance and support.
Okay. Very good. Can we now set a feeling, a physical feeling in her body, either in her heart space or her solar plexus, a physical feeling that you can send to her when she's on the right path? Can you give her that physical feeling now and really ramp it up so she can connect with that yes from you, that sense of rightness from you?
Yeah,
Can you tell me where it's going?
her heart.
Okay, and tell me what the feeling is that you're sending to her.
It'll be a light, tingly feeling she'll feel over her heart.
Okay, very good. And can you just really pump that up for her right now?
Yes, she can feel it.
Okay, so she'll know and she can ask you to give that feeling if she's ever confused or unsure. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And your mom is very interested, it's very important to her to work on something for the greater good of all that is. Can you give her some advice or suggestions or guidance on how you see that best happening for her?
I think she's on the right path by doing acts of kindness in my name. And I think she really needs to speak to audiences, whether it's high school students or other audiences, about the circumstances of my death. I feel
Okay,
that it'll prevent more deaths, and it'll make, um, as well as my mom spreading the acts of kindness, um, it's going to turn into something big, and it'll bring my mom so much joy for her efforts.
okay, very good. How would it be best for your mom to get that started, to get that going in very practical, incarnated human terms?
She needs to work on forming a nonprofit.
Okay,
I know she's gathered information. Um, she needs to network with some people that have already done it, and they'll give her ideas and help her along.
okay. And can you, I'm sure you'll be helping her and guiding her to the right connections and the right people.
Yes, she's already made that connection with an employee at her job. Her name is Maria.
Okay, very good. And what else would you like to share with your mom today?
Just that I love her and I miss her, and that I think she's doing a wonderful job, and that I'm so thankful that she was my mother, and that I just want her to be strong and keep living, and that she's going to have a wonderful life. And I want her to enjoy her life until it's time for us to be together again.
Yes, which you will be. Yeah. I'd like to take this time now and ask any other family members who'd like to come forward and share.
My grandmother is coming forward, telling telling me that she's keeping an eye out on Joseph for me.
Mm,
She's looking out for him.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin Arlen is coming forward and saying that he's happy that I know that this that they're around in spirit form.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like to ask your higher self now to please share the most important wisdom and guidance, most relevant information for Royante today.
Royanne feels sometimes like she's stuck, like in one place and not accomplishing things. And she just needs to let go of her reluctance or apprehension and stop overthinking things and go with her gut feeling, with her heart feeling. And she will be successful in whatever she sets her mind to.
Yeah.
And that her life will be filled with love, lots of love.
So she needs to connect in with her bravery and that knowingness she has inside of her.
Yes.
Now, higher self, could you provide an energetic resonance right now for Rowan so that she knows what it feels like in the very depths of her being to be connected to that wise part of herself so that she knows where to go for that wisdom? You ramp up that energy right now so she has just a knowingness of what that feels like.
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right. Joseph, I'd like to invite you back in to give your mom some love and warmth and nurturing so that you guys can have this time together. And I want to thank you for being such a wonderful soul and a beautiful son. And Rowan, I'd like you to look around at your family, each and every one, and feel the love and know that they are all with you every day, supporting you and guiding you in this most important journey that you're on. And they'll all be waiting for you with open arms and tremendous love when your lessons here are learned. And it's time for you to move back into spirit. And give them one last hug. Hi, I hope you enjoyed this quantum healing hypnosis session. I thought the connection between the mother and the son was just so heartwarming. And gosh, it almost made me tear up during the session. So it was just great to see and watch. If you're interested in finding out more about quantum healing hypnosis for yourself or connecting with a loved one on the other side, feel free to visit me online at kimberlymontgomery.co. You can get more information there. And also my phone number is over there, so you can go ahead and give me a call if you have questions. Again, I'm Kimberly Montgomery, and I'm a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner specializing in connecting my clients to loved ones on the other side. Take care and make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.